Good morning and welcome to Daily Scriptures. We're going to be in 1 Chronicles 26:1 through 27:34. Concerning the divisions of the gatekeepers of the Korahites, Meshlemiah, the son of Korah, the sons of Asaph, the sons of Meshlemiah were Zechariah, the firstborn of Jehiel, the second, Zebadiah, the third, Jathniel, the fourth, Elam the fifth, and Johanna the sixth, Elihonai the seventh. Moreover, the sons of Obed-Edom were Shemaiah the firstborn, Jehozabad the second, Joah the third, Issachar the fourth, Nathaniel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh, Pulthai the eighth, for God blessed him. Also Shemaiah his son were sons born to who governed their fathers' houses, because they were men of great ability. The sons of Shemaiah were Othni, Raphael, Obed, and Elzabad, whose brothers were Elihu, Semachiah, were able men. All these were the sons of Obed-Edom. They had their sons and their brethren, able men with strength for the work. 62 of Obed-Edom. And Meshlemiah had sons and brethren, 18 able men. Also Hosa, the children of Merari, had sons. Shimri the first, for though he was not the firstborn, his father made him the first. Hilkiah the second, Tebaliah the third, Zechariah the fourth, and all the sons and brethren of Hoshea were 13. Among these were the divisions of the gatekeepers, among the chief men having duties just like their brethren, to serve in the house of the Lord, and they cast lots for each gate, the small well as the great, according to their father's house. The lot for the east gate fell on Shelmiah. Then they cast lots for his son Zechariah, a wise counselor, and his lot came out for the north gate. To Obed-Edom the south gate, and to his sons the storehouse. To Shuppim and Hosa the lot came out for the west gate, with the Selchoth gate on ascending highway, watchmen opposite watchmen. On the east were 6 Levites, on the north 4 each day, and on the south 4 each day, and for the storehouse 2 by 2. As for Parbar on the west, there were 4 on the highway and 2 at Parbar. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers among the sons of Korah and among the sons of Merari. Of the Levites, Ahijah was over the treasuries of the house of God and over the treasuries of the dedicated things. The sons of Ladan, the descendants of Gershonites of Laden, headed their father's house of Laden. The Gershonite Jehieli, the sons of Jehieli, Zetham, and Joel his brother were over treasuries of the house of the Lord. Of the Amramites, the Izharites, and the Hebronites, the Uzzielites, Shabuel the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was overseer of the treasuries. And his brethren by Elazar were Rehabai his son, Jeshai his son, Joram his son, Zechari his son, and Shelomith his son. This Shelomith and his brethren were over all the treasuries of the dedicated things which King David and the heads of fathers' houses, the captains over thousands and hundreds, and the captains of the armies, had dedicated. Some of the spoils won in battles they dedicated to maintain the house of the Lord. And all that Samuel the seer, Saul the son of Kish, Abner the son of Ner, Joab the son of Zeruiah had dedicated, they were dedicated things, was under the hand of Shelomith and his brethren. Of the Israelites, Chaniah and his sons performed duties as officials and judges over Israel outside Jerusalem. Of the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brethren were 1,700 able men. had the oversight of Israel on the west side of the Jordan for all the business of the Lord and in the service of the king. Among the Hebronites, Jerijah was head of the Hebronites according to his genealogy of the fathers. In the 40th year of the reign of David they were sought. They were found among them capable men at Jazer of Gilead, and his brethren were 2,700 able men, heads of fathers' houses from King David, made officials over Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, for every matter pertaining to God and the affairs of the king. And the children of Israel, according to their number, the heads of the fathers' houses, the captains of thousands and hundreds, and their officers, served the king in every matter of the military division. These divisions came in and went out month by month throughout all the months of the year, each division having 24,000. Over the first division of the first month was Jashabim the son of Zebadiel, and in his division were 24,000. He was of the children of Perez, the chief of all captains of the army for the first month. Over the division of the second month was Dodai and Ohite, and of his division Mikloth. Also was the leader. In his division were 24,000. The third captain of the army for the third month was Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, the priest who was chief. In his division were 24,000. This was the Benaiah who was mighty among the 30, and was over the 30. In his division was Amizadab his son, the fourth captain for the fourth month, was Asahel the brother of Joab, Zebadiah his son after him. In his division were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shemhath the Israelite. In his division were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Ira the son of Ikish, and Tekoit in his division were 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helez the Pelonite of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibbecai the Hushathite of the Zarhite. In his division were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abazir the Anathothite of the Benjamites. In his division were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Mahari the Netophathite of the Zarhites. In his divisions were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah the Pirathonite of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was Heldai the Netophathite of Othniel. In his division were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, the officer over the Reubenites was Elazar the son of Zachiri. Over the Simonites, Shephatiah the son of Makkah. Over the Levites, Hashabiah the son of Kemuel. Over the Aaronites, Zadok. Over Judah, Elihu, one of the David's brothers. Over Issachar, Omri, and the son of Michael. Over Zebulun, Ishmaiah, the son of Obadiah. Over Naphtali, Jeremoth, the son of Azurah. Over the children of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Uzziah. Over half the tribe of Manasseh, Joel, the son of Pedaiah. Over half the tribe of Manasseh to Gilead, Edo, the son of Zechariah. Over Benjamin, Jasiel, the son of Abner. Over Dan, Azareel, the son of Jerahon. These were the leaders of the tribes of Israel. But David did not take the number of those 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would multiply Israel like the stars of heavens. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began a census, but he did not finish, for wrath came upon Israel because of his census. Nor was the number recorded in the account of the Chronicles of King David. And Asmaveth, son of Adil, was over the king's treasuries, and Jehonathan, the son of Uzziah, was over the storehouses in the fields and in the cities, in the villages and the fortresses. Ezri, the son of Chaleb, was over those who did the work of the field for tilling the ground. Shimi the Ramathite was over the vineyards, and the Zabdi the Shifmite was over the produce of vineyards for the supply of wine. Baal-Hanan the Gederite was over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the lowlands. And Joash was over the store of oil. And Shatari the Sharonite was over the herds that fed Sharon. And the Shaphat the son of Adlai was over the herds that were in the valleys. Obal the Ishmaelite was over the camels. Jediah the Meronothite was over the donkeys. The Jaziz the Hagrite was over the flocks. All these were the officials over King David's property. Also Jehonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man, and a scribe. And Jehiel the son of Hachmoni was the king's sons. Asahel was the king's counselor, and Hushai the Archite was the king's companion. After Asahel was Jehoiada the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar, and the general of the king's army was Joab.
Psalm 78, 56 to 66. Yet they tested and provoked the Most High God, and did not keep his testimonies, but turned back and acted unfaithfully like their fathers. They were turned aside like a deceitful bow. For they provoked him to anger with their high places, and they moved him to jealousy with their carved images. When God heard this, he was furious, and greatly abhorred Israel. So they forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent he had placed among men, and delivered his strength into captivity, and his glory into the enemy's hand. They also gave his people over to the sword, and was furious with his inheritance. The fire consumed their young men, and their maidens were not given in marriage. Their priests fell by the sword, and their widows made no lamentation. Then the Lord awoke as from sleep, like a mighty man who shouts because of wine. And he beat back his enemies. He put them into a perpetual reproach. Proverbs 24 and 5. A lazy man will not plow because of winter. He will beg during harvest and have nothing. The counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. Acts 10, 1-23. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of what was called the Italian regiment, a devout man and one who feared God with all his household, who gave alms generously to the people and prayed to God always. About the 9th hour of the day he saw clearly a vision of an angel coming in and saying to him, Cornelius. And when he observed him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? So he said to him, Your prayers and alms and your arms have come up for a memorial before God. Now send men to Joppa and send for Simon, her name is Peter. He is lodging with Simon a tanner, whose house is by the sea. He will tell you what you must do. And when the angel who spoke to him had departed, Cornelius called 2 of his household servants and a devout soldier from among those who waited on him continually. So when he had explained all these things to them, he sent them to Joppa. The next day, as they went on their journey and drew near the city, Peter went up to the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. And he became very hungry and wanted to eat. But while they were made ready, he fell asleep into a trance and saw heaven open with an object like a great sheet bound at the 4 corners, descending to him and let down to the earth. In it were all things, 4-footed animals of the earth, wild beasts and creeping things, and birds of the air. And a voice came to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything common or unclean. And a voice spoke to him again a second time, What God has cleansed, you must not call common. This was done 3 times, and the object was taken up into heaven again. Now while Peter wondered within himself what this vision which he had seen meant, behold, the men who had been sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house, and stood before the gate, and they called and asked whether Simon, whose surname was Peter, was lodging there. While Peter thought about the vision, the Spirit said to him, Behold, 3 men are seeking you. Arise, therefore, and go down and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. Then Peter went down to the men who had been sent to him from Cornelius and said, Yes, I am he whom you seek. For what reason have you come? And they said, Cornelius, a centurion, a just man, one who fears God and has a good reputation among all the nations of the Jews, was definitely instructed by a holy angel to summon you to his house, and to hear words from you. Then he invited him in and lodged them. On the next day Peter went away with them, and some brethren from Joppa accompanied him. Thank you, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow.